Welcome everyone to the 6th game in a best out of 7. I'm your host. The 6th game in a best out of 7 for the show match, sponsored by DesroFighting.com. Desro is a great Protoss coach in Grandmasters League, so if you guys have any coaching needs, be sure to check out DesroFighting.com. Also, there's someone drilling something.
Oh, is that what that was? It
Yep.
sounded like an airplane.
Okay, yeah, be sure to visit DesroFighting.com for all of your coaching needs. Desro is a great Grandmasters player that sponsored the show match. It's $50 show match between two awesome Protoss and Terran players. And also, he streams a lot on Justin TV, so you can check out his stream at justin.tv/DesroFighting or DesroFighting.com/stream. We are on the map Shakura's Plateau, and I believe this is the ladder edition yet again. Yes, it is. And spawning at the top left-hand corner, we have the Protoss player Perfect, who's at the down 1 point so far. He needs to win 2 more in a row to take the series. And spawning in the top right-hand position, we have SixjaxDDE, who is a great Terran player. And he just needs to win this game or the next to take this series. How are you doing, Wombat?
I'm pretty good. I've been very much enjoying these games, and after that last game, I'm kind of wondering if DDE maybe has Perfect's number. That's what I'm thinking just a little bit, because it seemed like DDE was on top of it the whole time last time. He knew when he was going to be taking that third. He was right there and ready. So I'm kind of wondering, if Perfect just goes the straight up way that he has been this whole time. I'm wondering if DDE might have his number, might know what he's up to.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that Perfect, he's been doing, I think fairly consistent builds. Most times we've seen 3-gate expands. I mean, variations on it, right? We've had a 2-gate Stargate expand. We've had 3-gate expands. Of course, we had a 4-gate expand. But everything is basically getting several production structures up and expanding. And, that Stargate was well scouted by DDE. That was a great job there by DDE. But DDE's been switching up his tactics a bit more. He's been going Marine Tank, Marine Marauder Medevac, Viking, and just doing a lot of different things. And this time, wow, DDE going for the most aggressive expansion build of them all. Well, not the most, but almost the most aggressive expansion build. The one barracks gasless expansion. I mean, you don't even put units into gas before you get your expansion, so you can get your expansion up as soon as possible and only pump out Marines out of your barracks. It's quite dangerous at times, but if you can pull it off, you can reap the benefits. And here, Perfect has not scouted his opponent just yet. Interestingly enough, oh, never mind. But Perfect, he just canceled this one gas. He saw his opponent DDE coming in, and he is just going to go for also quite aggressive expansion build, the 1 gateway expand. I haven't seen this from Perfect before. We'll see where this leads these two players. So we are going to see a very nice macro game. Might take quite a bit of time today. Yep. This might be the longest match of the series.
Perfect tried to do it last time, but DDE did that 1-racks, threw some bunkers down. So Perfect had to turn it into a 3-gate expand. It might have even been 3-gate robo and then expand. I can't remember if he got the robo first last game or not, but yeah, he tried to do it last time, but DDE shut it down. No such luck this time, so it will really push the macro game out really nicely, I think.
Yeah, well, Perfect moving in with 1 soccer to pressure his opponents, but DDE already 1 step ahead and moving in with a few Marines to pressure. The thing is, if you micro Stalker, yeah, they can take out small groups of Marines because they just don't die that easily. But otherwise, Marines actually do a pretty decent job against Stalkers. Quite interesting what Perfect's trying to do over here. Trying to move in. Good thing that DDE did not have concussive shells over here, otherwise Perfect would not have been able to run away. Now, DDE, again, taking up rather quickly, and he's going to go for 2 factories really early. I'm not sure what he's going for, because before we've seen DDE with 1 factory, and then he went for tanks, but this time I'm thinking he's going to go for some Blue Flame Hellions.
Yeah, I think so. It's only got 1 gas on that 2nd expansion, so he can't be going too terribly tech heavy, and Hellions certainly, you know, would sort of fit in that range.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that Perfect, he really likes early Zealots, early Sentries for most of his forces, instead of Stalkers, which, as I said earlier, I think that's a really good unit composition, but Hellions even do bonus damage versus Sentries. You know, it acts like a pressure cooker. You know, these snow globes, you melt the snow with the blue flame, and then the steam, it just goes poof, and explodes. So, I had a huge, I was like, how do blue flame Hellions kill Sentries so well? Then that epiphany.
They hit up their goo, their inner goo, whatever that goo is that's spinning around in there.
What they call it, snow.
Snow?
Yeah, snow globes. That's
sense.
a nickname for it. But it looks like he's actually going for tanks. Yeah. DDE just going very... Yeah. I'm not sure how well that's going to work on this map, though, because this map is pretty big, and, we saw before, Perfect, he tried to hold off tanks, and he failed, but he was at close positions. You can just basically siege and unsiege your entire way to your opponent's base, and it's very difficult. But on this map, there are a lot more positions, a lot more ways for you to get caught unsieged. And, if tanks aren't sieged up, it gives your units a few seconds to take down the rest of the units before the tanks have a chance to set up, and it works pretty well.
Yeah, and with that observer out, and, the very scary sort of possibility that if Perfect, like once he gets that observer in good position over the army, scouts everything, like mass immortals, really, if he's going to go very, very heavy on the siege tank side, he could just get, Perfect could get, a good chunk of immortals, and then DDE is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, DDE moving in with his marine tank composition, this could be very devastating, and again, Perfect moving down but he didn't catch his opponent off guard. And he's waiting for his Colossus right now, which I think is a decent idea. I mean, these Marines will do so much damage to these Sentries, these Immortals, these Stalkers, even these Zealots. Zealot charge, and now DDE. I really like this play from him. He's building bunkers over here, and that's going to make his units so much stronger. I mean, those Marines, they have no health, and then once you have those bunkers, they just don't die. Nice force field over here. The Perfect catching some units off guard, but getting shelled at a distance.
Oh, beautiful. I just was about to say, the one thing I wish DDE was doing right now is getting an air unit so he could get that the full range and high ground vision with those low ground bunkers. And just as soon as I was thinking it to myself, a Viking pops up on the production tab. So DDE going to be looking very good.
Then he can shell these assimilators, even perhaps shell this Nexus at a distance, and this is going to be very difficult for Perfect to defend. Now he just got his Colossus range, so it's going to be allow him to take down these Marines a little easier in here. Ooh, even a missile turret to try to take out the Colossus. If the Colossus gets in range of these tanks, that is just, you don't see that very often.
No, it's very, very, very smart, and this is probably the strongest contain I've ever seen a Terran player lay down. It's very, very aggressive, and I don't know what Perfect can do with no more rocks at the back of his base on the new Shakuras Plateau. He doesn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, he has another Colossus out, but this Viking, it serves a dual purpose. One, to slowly do damage to the Colossus at a distance, and also to spot up this cliff. Now this bunker, ooh, that bunker survived with just 1 health.
Wow.
If I were DDE, I would have canceled it,
Yeah, just start a new one.
Yeah, just start a new one. Because now you have to...
I guess you could repair it with the SCV, yeah. But...
Or you build it fully, then you salvage it, then you build a new one, so you don't waste any money. Yeah. Anyways, another confrontation over here. Missile turret taking out 1 Colossus. Oh, 0 kills on this missile turret. It got its kill stolen by one of the tanks, but it looks like... it's hard to tell.
It really is, but still with those tanks down there, DDE in a great spot. As long as he keeps his macro up and rallies more stuff in, which he is clearly doing, it's going to be diminishing returns for Perfect all day. He can't build enough army to deal with this. I don't think. I'm trying to think of ways. Somebody in the chat mentioned warp prisms, but it doesn't look like that's going through Perfect's mind right now.
Yep, and now Perfect trying to break this contain. Round 2. These Vikings just doing a lot of damage to this Colossus. This Colossus could fall, and it does.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect. In a lot of trouble right now. 16 army supply to 50.
Yeah. More tanks coming into position. I don't know what Perfect's going to try to do. I mean, okay, he's trying to stockpile up a few more zealots. I mean, of course, he's going to try to stay in this game as long as possible, because if he loses this, then he's going to lose the series and not take home the $50. But here, you know, he does have zealot charge. He's working in a few more zealots, and this could be his last chance. I mean, if he, there aren't as many. Oh, going from behind. Nice play over here. But yeah. If he has a dual-pronged attack, remember, this tank's splash damage won't do as much because there's not as much to splash. But there is the WW. And congratulations to DDE for taking this best out of 7 series, sponsored by DeseroFighting.com. Congratulations to DDE for taking this. We'll be getting